Okay, hey everybody. It's finally come around to Messiah time here in Spencer. I know you think when you see us on these videos, it's Festival Lessons and Carols, and we do that every 2 years in between the Messiahs, but it's been since 2022 since we did the Messiah here in Spencer. And the person next to me is not Robin Keith,
Oh,
but
no.
he's a colleague of Robin's. Many of you know him, Tim Schumacher from Estherville and the Lakes area and places west and north and south and east and everything else.
I guess so.
But yeah, Tim was nice enough. You probably remember a couple years ago, he did direct our Festival Lesson Carols with Allison Euler.
Yeah.
Last year, he found himself called away for other things.
Yeah, it was a busy
And
year.
thank goodness for that, because it sounds like it really helped the program keep going.
Well, I think we managed to keep it on the map and on the recorder books.
Yeah, Tim actually heard himself say, "Yes, I will work and conduct the Estherville High School choir program for a year." And bless his heart, he did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and now that it's on solid footing, and he's back to his usual hijinks, we get to have him back. And of course, now he's also still with the Many Voices Choir.
That's right.
And I think there's a rehearsal coming up. I'm not sure when this video will go on, but I know the rehearsals start the 22nd of September.
Yeah.
And that's every Monday night
Right.
at
We
7.
generally rehearse 7 to 9. Yeah.
And that's at the college?
At the college in
At Estherville.
Yeah.
So hey, just because you're coming to Messiah rehearsals, you're always welcome to stop in up at Estherville and open the door, and they will welcome you in.
Absolutely, and I'm hoping that we'll kind of see both directions on that. Hopefully, maybe we'll see some people from Messiah's thing that would come and join the Many Voices, but also I'm hoping that, we've got a lot of people who've been singing a long time in Many Voices, and I know that there are people, members within our group that have been a part of the Messiah sing here too. So it's going to be kind of a two-way street.
Yeah, so hey, just because you're doing Minute Voices Choir does not mean you can't do Messiah. I mean, hey, look at Tim. He's doing both, so there you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I think their concert's kind of around that same weekend of where our thing
Absolutely,
is too.
same
Yeah.
weekend, yeah.
So yes, you'll get your fill of music that weekend.
Right. We'll have Many Voices will be Friday night and a Saturday afternoon. And then, of course, we'll have the dress rehearsal on the Sunday afternoon as well as the concert on Sunday night.
Excellent. So yeah, our first rehearsal for our Messiah course is October 19th, Sunday night, 6 to 7:30 at Sacred Heart here in Spencer. And then we'll go every Sunday night after that, same time, same place. This video, we wanted to quick stop by with Tim and let him explain to you kind of how he likes to run his rehearsals. And again, I think he'll be surprised that that time will just fly by, because Tim really knows his product and he knows what he's going for, but he also likes to have fun with the choir, because that's what the choir is all about. It's community choir.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, as we talk a little bit, Tom, typically the way I go out of rehearsal, especially when we have the literature chosen and we are coming to a performance, one of the first things I need to do when I walk through the door with a new group, and this would be a new group to me at least, is to kind of see where we're at as far as what are the parts of the pieces that are going to give us problems. So in order to do that, I usually run a piece straight through. And sometimes people tell me they're not comfortable with I made a mistake back there, we should go back and fix that. But I think that initially, at least, what I like to do is go through and really kind of see where the group is at as a whole, and then we'll go back and I'll mark things in the score as we run it through that first time to just kind of say, okay, we're going to go back and look at these pieces. Messiah is such a large work. I mean, we've got hours of music there, and in order, if we were to take it apart each time we got together, take those pieces apart rather than running them, I'm not sure we'd ever get to a performance.
Probably not, yeah. And again, I'm sure it's the same with Many Voices is down, well, as you noticed with Festival Lesson Carols Choir too. We have a nice variety of singers that have sung before and sung not much. And again, as we like to tell people, you don't have to be a member of a church choir to sing. Right. And in fact, if you've never sung in a group like this before, consider this a chance to come, and there'll be people around you that they'll know some parts. You might help them with other parts, so you won't be alone.
Yeah, and I'm really excited, especially for the people who maybe haven't sung Messiah before. I think back to some of my first experiences of singing. Obviously, my family was very musical. My sister was a pianist, and she played everything out of the Messiah. So when we got together, we had a pretty decent choir, usually kind of a mixed octet, and we would sing all the choruses from Messiah. And
sure.
gosh, we just had a blast doing that. So I was, kind of relatively young in high school, maybe even as a freshman or sophomore, and we were singing selections from that. But then as I got a little older and up through high school, I was part of a community choir in the region, in the area up in North Dakota where I lived, and I do remember singing the Hallelujah Chorus as part of that concert,
Sure.
and what it meant to me to be standing next to people who were, much older, maybe my grandparents' age, but also my parents' age, and then, just even people from my school who I really looked up to be able to stand next to them and sing that work was an amazing experience.
It really is, yeah. So if you've never done Messiah, don't be put off by the fact that it's one of the great vocal works. It's very singable, very accessible.
It is. It's challenging, but that's kind of a neat thing about it is it's challenging. But as we go through it, and as many choirs have gone through it, I think there's a realization that it's been done before, and we can manage to do this. We're all going to grow from it.
There you go.
But it's going to be a great experience.
Okay. So again, we invite you to come join us starting October 19th, Sunday, and then every Sunday night after that at Sacred Heart in Spencer from 6 to 7:30. And again, Tim, as I'm fairly sure you'll mention later on other videos, you'll be laying out. Like you said, you won't hit all of Messiah in one night. One night you'll work on this chorus or this chorus, and
we have
come back to it. Yeah,
it's a little bit like that saying, "How do you eat an elephant?" You got to take a bite at a time.
There you go.
Right? And this is certainly a monumentous work, and we just have to take it kind of a parcel at a time.
Sounds like a plan. So we hope to see you all at one of our rehearsals here as we do the Spencer Messiah Selections to Messiah on Sunday, December 7th at 7 p.m. again at Sacred Heart in Spencer. If you're not a singer, please join us in the audience. So thanks, everybody.
And it's just a wonderful experience to be able to sing those pieces with an orchestra.
With an orchestra. You don't get to do that every time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Looking forward to it. Talk to you later, everybody.